Well, as you can see by this video, I'm not in my RV anymore. It got too hot and the RV and I both just said we can't do it anymore. So this is my week 5 review. It starts out with me leaving Winslow, Arizona and heading towards Flagstaff. But on the way I stopped at the meteor crater. I debated that because it's a little bit on the expensive side. It's $27 for a senior, but was it worth it? I would say yes, because you get to see the museum. They'll take you on a little hike around the crater, not around the whole thing, but maybe like a third of a mile. And there's a 4D experience, and there's inside the museum. So it was a lot of stuff to see. The only problem I had was, once again, very, very warm. They wouldn't do the tour if the winds got to be more than 45 miles per hour. And they got to be about 42 maybe. So it was right on the edge. It was extremely windy, and I could see where you could easily get blown into the crater. So here's a couple pictures of what I got while I was there. After Meteor Crater, I just got on the road and headed to Flagstaff. Got to Flagstaff, found the Planet Fitness, worked out, got in the shower, which was really nice. I am having a little bit of a problem with the altitude. Working out at Planet Fitness at 7,000 feet, I wasn't getting enough oxygen and my heart was starting to act up a little bit, so I'm worried here. Spent the rest of the day after Planet Fitness at a local library trying to work a little bit more on getting some YouTube videos published. And then ended up sleeping downtown because they have a deal where after 5 o'clock a lot of the municipal parking lots are open for overnight sleep. The only problem with that is they're right next to the railroad tracks and the trains come through the whole night, and it just wasn't that much fun. So sleeping in Flagstaff wasn't that great, and I'd been there maybe 35 years ago, and in 35 years Flagstaff has grown a ton. It just wasn't a quaint little community anymore. It was a big city with a lot of parking rules for RVs that were not beneficial. So after 2 days in Flagstaff, hanging out mainly at the library and just not finding any place else to park and having trouble with headaches and my heart acting up, I decided I needed to get out of there. I was planning on staying like 5 days, but I couldn't do it, so I needed to get to a lower elevation. So I decided to head to Sedona. When I got to Sedona, I must not have been doing it right because it just looked like a tourist trap, and I just couldn't find my way around to all the right places, and everything I wanted to do cost so much money. And I got some pictures, so here's some pictures of Sedona. It's very pretty, but I didn't have the money to do it right, but here's the pictures. Since Sedona wasn't working out for me, I decided I needed to get out of there, so I couldn't find any place to park. There's no street parking, overnight parking anywhere in the city limits of Sedona for an RV without it costing a bunch of money. So went to a Whole Foods, got a bunch of stuff, got out of Sedona, and interesting enough, a little bit south of Sedona on 17, there's a McGuireville rest stop, and it had a phenomenal view. It didn't cost any money, and it was the best rest stop I've had on this journey so far. So I spent the whole day there and that night, and what I did was I recharged my Blue Eddy on solar. I got some rest, and but the heat's still pretty bad. It was got over 100 in the RV, and for some reason when I put the air on now, the RV is blowing the fuse. So I didn't know what to do about that. One of the things I did do on this 5th week is I hit the 30-day mark. So I had been in this RV for over 30 days, and I will admit a lot of stuff have changed since day one. So on day, what is that? The 33rd day, got up from the rest stop, decided to go see Montezuma's castle, which it's pretty cool, but the whole time there probably takes an hour and a half, and here's some pictures from there. So now that drops me into Phoenix, and I just couldn't stay in Phoenix because it was 110, 112 degrees. Headed for, I found out, a high of 120. They said a 30-year high. So I had to get out of there, not only for myself, but for the RV, because the RV is now starting to overheat with high temperatures. And I'm blowing fuses, which means no air conditioning. So I had to get out of Phoenix. So I headed towards Quartzsite, and there are on Highway 10 2 rest stops on the way to Quartzsite that are about 40 miles apart, which was exactly what the RV needed, because it would start to overheat in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'd get up really early, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and go, let's see, it was from Phoenix to the first rest stop. Spent the better part of the afternoon and the night and then very early the next morning. Go from that rest stop to the next rest stop, which got me within like 40 miles of Quartzsite. And then that put me actually on day 35 of the 5th week, which happens to be my birthday. Got into Quartzsite, and I've blown 4 fuses trying to get the RV air conditioning going. And also the RV is overheating, so I just, this is where I am now. So what I did is I found the only hotel in Quartzsite, and I'm going to be here for the next 3 days while I wait for an Amazon delivery on some stronger fuses. And also just to give myself an opportunity to get out of the 100-degree temperatures. I'm in in the hotel, and I've got this temperature set for 75, and I'm recuperating while I check out Quartzsite to see if it's going to be a place that I might want to winter here or not. So I'm getting up early in the morning before it gets too hot, and the RV and I are checking out some of the campsites and pricing and what's Quartzsite all about, what kind of food can you get, restaurants, grocery stores, etc. And then get back and shut down the RV by noon so it doesn't overheat, and waiting on the fuses. So that's about it for now. And I had my birthday here, so I'm a proud old 69 now, right now. So I think the break from the RV was good. let you know what's going on in week 6. I'm headed towards California and the Cleveland National Forest.